Hi everyone, it's TheTidesChanging here, and welcome to another room building video. This time I'm going to be making a space-themed teen bedroom. I got a request to do this room a few months ago, and as soon as I saw that, I knew it was something that I had to do in the future, and it just stuck in my mind. Because I thought it'd be a really fun theme for a room, and also it's a good opportunity to use all the neat space-themed decorations, which I don't use that often. When I first went to go do this room, I was originally going to give it more of a kid theme, but I actually decided to make it a teen's room because I wanted to go with modern sleek furnishing, which I felt was better suited for a teen. But at this point I was still decorating for a child, which is why you have that mobile type light there, and I was picking out the kid-like curtains. But as far as the coloring for this room goes, I went with a dark blue, red, and gray theme because when I thought of a space theme, those were just the colors that came to my mind. Dark blue because of the night sky, and then red and gray just because I sort of associate those colors with rockets, I guess because they're used on rocket toys. So right now I'm just trying to pick out all the wall colorings. I was trying to play around with having different wall coverings on different walls because I didn't want the whole room to be blue, so I was trying out white on some walls, blue on others, also messing around with the curtains, and then I ended up just covering on most of the wall with gray and just making, or with blue actually, and then just making one wall gray. And as far as the bed goes, I decided to just go with this modern double bed and went for a black color just because I felt like that really kept up with the sleek, space-like look that I wanted. So this room has a lot of simple colors in it, I guess. There's not really a whole lot of patterns, but around the bed I put two bookshelves, a bookshelf on either side, and then across the top I put some shelves just to make it look sort of built in. So I thought that was a pretty neat look for this room. I just wanted to look like the bed was just sort of built into some sort of a structure. And then above the bed I wanted to have a space painting, so at first I used that rocket and then I just switched it out for this painting of a girl in a rocket. So I thought that was a pretty neat little decoration to fill that space with. I'm also putting up some space-themed decorations like that rocket there, and just adjusting the shelves because it's a little tricky to get them to align properly. And I was trying to figure out what else would work there. I also put that little science trophy because I felt like that really would suit whoever had this room, because I could see this room being for someone who just really loves science, really loves space. So a lot of the items in this room reflect it. You know, I guess also someone who's really interested in sci-fi as well, because I did also add some robot type items to go with that sort of a theme. So it was really fun decorating this room because I just used a lot of items that I normally wouldn't. As you see there, I put that little robot toy up top. Before doing this room, for some reason I thought that there were star-shaped stencils for the walls like the kids' ones, but then I went to go look and I realized that it was only moons and clouds, so I just scrapped that idea. And I was trying to figure out what to do to fill in this wall here, so I thought, oh, maybe I could stick the desk there. But then I realized that that was just very crowded because you had not even a tile of space between the back of the chair and the bed. So that'd be a pretty tight space realistically, like you pretty much wouldn't be able to get into that one side of the bed. So I ended up moving the door down a little bit and then just sticking the desk on the other side of that and just putting some posters in on that wall there. I figured it'd just be better just to leave that all open and not have it be crowded in. As far as the rugs for this room goes, I was trying to use the kids' ones because I had stars on them and stuff, but then I feel like that was a little bit too childish for this room and didn't quite go with the sleek modern theme that I wanted. So I just went on to try some other different types of rugs, try and find ones that fit in with the color theme. This striped rug I really didn't feel fit in with it, so I actually picked out the black and white rug that you see here, which I felt really went with the theme of this room. And then I also tried moving the desk back down there, but yeah, it's just way too crowded as you can see there. But I did use that neat computer that was unlocked from, I think it was the e-gamer career, may have been something other than e-gamer, but it was basically the gamer type branch of the tech guru career. But when I was picking out decorations for the top of the desk, I really wanted to use that blueprint type decoration that was unlocked from the astronaut career. I've never used that before, and this was just the perfect room for that. And I just thought it would look really awesome in here. And then I was rearranging the decorations up here a bit because I wanted to have something on the left side of the bed near the window. So I thought about putting a plant there, but then I thought, oh, you don't want to have two plants on the same side. So I was moving the robot over, then move that red plant over, because that's just how my brain works sometimes. Like, I don't want to have two plants on one side of a thing and then no plants on the other side, so I have to have one plant on one side and a plant on the other. I also replaced the two windows with floor-to-ceiling ones, which I felt would really brighten the room up, and I just thought it looked a lot better than the two smaller windows I had. I also finally moved the computer desk back down there, which I think looked a lot better, and then I just went back to trying to figure out what to put on the wall there. So I just went back to having posters there, and then next to the bookshelf I put in that modern floor lamp, which I thought looked really nice in there. I was trying to figure out what to put at the foot of the bed, so I decided to stick that modern coffee table. Except I had it in a red color, and then I changed the rug there to be a black and white color because I felt like it was too much red there with that, and I just think the rug looked better that color anyway. For some reason I also thought it'd be a good idea to stick dirty clothes on top of that, because I was going to stick folded clothes, but then I wanted to have folded clothes on the dresser, so I thought, oh, what if I just stick a pile of clothes there like they left that, but then I ended up just taking it away because it looked way too messy. But I put this down, and then I realized I had no idea what to put on it. So I did just stick some CDs and books on it, and then I just moved on from it because I just didn't know what else to put on. I figured I would figure out what to do later. And then on the other side of the room I had a dresser and a TV because I felt like a modern room like this should have a nice TV. I also stuck mirrors behind the dresser because I just wasn't sure what to do there. And right now I'm just sticking all the stuff on top of it, just, you know, just the normal cologne and body lotion, folded clothes type items. So nothing, you know, just the regular stuff, some tissues of course, because usually I stick those somewhere in rooms. And then I was just trying to place I think those were like the men body essential item thing, I can't remember. But anyway, I came back over to this side of the room now, just stuck a little robot on top of it because I wasn't sure what else to stick there. I actually had a little bit of a brain fart when it came to decorating this. Like, I went over to it, I was like, oh, I have this really great idea for what I want to stick on it, and then as soon as I went over to get that item, I just completely blanked on what I was gonna put there. And then when I went to go edit the video, I thought, oh, why didn't I use a space-themed lunchbox? And then I realized, oh, that was what I meant to put there. It's so annoying when that sort of thing happens. There's been so many times where I'll just walk into a room because I want to get something out of there, and then I completely forget what I even went to that room for. Or I'll be talking to someone and I think of something I really want to say that I think is really important, and then when it's my turn to talk, I just completely forget what I was even going to say, so I just sit there staring at the person trying to remember what I was going to tell them. And then later on, like when I'm not even talking to the person, I remember what I was going to say. Or with the room thing, I leave the room and then that's when I remember what I was going in there to get. Just one of those nerve-wracking things that happens in life. But at this point, the room is actually almost done. I'm just adding a few last-minute decorative type items. And we're actually about to move on to the screenshots, so of course there aren't really a whole lot of pictures. There is of course a download link in the description for this room. But this is the end of the video, so I hope you all enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and bye!